This is a very strategical video that I am about to put out right now. Now I'm hyping it up a bit, but this is very important to me because I feel like if you want to become the top, I talk about this a lot, but if you want to become the top of the top in this space, then in some way, shape or form, you need to learn the nitty gritty stuff. You need to learn the hard part about AI. There's a lot of hard things when it comes to creating a business, creating an AI agency, but I'm talking about the thing that's gonna hurt your brain a little bit when you're trying to learn how these AI systems work. And not a lot of people are prepared to do that work. Let's look at it like this. I think if you currently are just learning, the drag and drop no code tools, you're going to be lacking as an AI founder. The idea that I am using to work around this, building whilst learning. So most people are going to fall into two traps, right? They spend all their time studying and learning and they don't build anything, and they don't actually start a business because they're too caught up in the learning loop. I've been there. Or they're going to spend time building with no code tools and never deepen their foundation, right? Never get into that nitty gritty part. Personally, if I had to choose, I'd rather be the guy that's building and making money and building a business than the guy that's just stuck in the learning loop. But really and truly, you should do both, and we're going to get into that. So let's look at it like this. If you only study, you're not going to make any money. But if you only build and you never learn, then you could potentially become replaceable by tools, by AI tools, right? So you got to find a balance. You got to be able to build for clients with no code tools, but also at the same time be deepening your learning. And this is how we're going to get into the system that I use to do this, okay? But before that, what I mean is, for example, you can't have an online business without being able to go online, without the people who are providing you your internet. That's the source. The source of an online business, the knowledge of the source is how the internet works, and barely any business owners know how the internet really works. Let's say internet went down, could they build a local server to get themselves back online and work on their business? Not really, no. And that's a bit of an extreme example, but I think with AI it's a lot more feasible, especially in this current time that we're in, where AI is just really starting to boom. The source is AI, the source is the deep learning, the machine learning. And if you can build something using knowledge of that source, then other entrepreneurs will start to build stuff on top of that. All the no-code tools that you use are built on top of these AI models. So that is the source. And this is why it's important. As an AI founder, by learning a bit of the source, you don't need to become a complete master, complete machine learning or deep learning expert engineer, but by having some knowledge, you're starting to future-proof yourself. And when you do that, what happens is you're not just an assembler, you're not just a builder, you can become an innovator. Especially if you use the no-code stuff to build up your business, get some capital, and then pull it back into building another source, could be an algorithm, could be another machine learning model. This is all future stuff right now, but I'll see you in 10 years. But anyway, here's the system. Let's get into it. So 85 to 90% of my time is spent building, is spent working on the business, the actual things that are going to move the business forward, the no-code tools, the building solutions for businesses, like we've spoken about in other videos. The other 10 to 15% is spent learning AI, spent learning deep learning or machine learning or something in AI that I want to learn about, that I'm interested in. And I have an actual study plan that I use for this, and I dedicate just 1 day a week to doing this. Now, 1 day a week, that's what, about 52 sessions a year. Doesn't seem like a lot, but if you compound that over the years, 3 to 5 years, whilst imagine you're building a business at the same time, 3 to 5 years, you're actually going to start to see a difference in how you are to how other AI entrepreneurs are in terms of knowledge. Now, what type of AI founder do you want to be, right? Do you want to be the tech guy that has this business, builds all these amazing things, but doesn't really know what goes into the products? You get what I'm saying? Or imagine you have a successful company and then you have a conversation with one of your developers and they're telling you all this stuff and you're kind of like, you don't really know what they're talking about, but sounds good, this is the direction you want to move in? Or would you rather be the guy that's like, okay, I hear what you're saying, I know what you mean, I know what this is, I've seen these algorithms, I've studied these algorithms, why don't we do this, this and this? Then your developer's going to look at you like, how does he know all this? Why does he know all this? I thought he was doing content creation and doing all... You see? But you become a more wholesome, well-rounded AI founder. This is why I'm doing it, as a personal development. You know why I'm doing it? Because I just love the game. I love the AI game. I really see it as the next big thing. And because of that, I'm doubling down. Not just building, using the no-code tools and trying to build a business in it, but actually learning it at the source level. And you know what's crazy? As time goes on, the need to learn this is going to decrease, because the AI is going to be doing so much of it for you that it's going to be easy to rely on the AI and not have to train your brain to understand the stuff that's going on. When you're trying to study, you're going to be reading stuff and you're not really going to, you know, when you're seeing some maths equation, you're seeing this and that, might not really get it the first time, but if you stick to it, you do your work properly, you'll get it. And then it's going to help with everything. We can get into that a bit more later, but fault finding, for example, if there's something going wrong with a no-code tool, having that knowledge of AI might give you the key to solve the problem quicker or understand what's going on better. So the structure, let's just recap on the structure before we move forward. 1 day a week, studying AI for about 3 to 4 hours. Some people might want to do 30 minutes a day. I don't really like doing that because it's too much task switching. So I prefer to just do 1 day of learning a week. That's going to be over 150 sessions over in the space of 3 years. And if you're doing 3 to 4 hour sessions, that's a lot. So let me tell you why this system works, because it's going to make you valuable right now in terms of building. You're still going to be running a business and building your AI solutions, but in the future, it's going to make you untouchable. You understand? Imagine you now have a successful business built off the back of these no-code tools, but you also have that knowledge of AI and how to build things at the source level. You're unmatched. You're unmatched. It's easy to pick one or the other, but the discipline and doing that nitty-gritty work of learning whilst building, it's easy to get comfortable. You build some stuff with no-code tools and you've got a successful business running, making money. It's easy to not feel the need to develop yourself and learn more. And this is in all aspects of life, not just learning AI, but it's easy to get comfortable. But if you do that work behind the scene, I know in 10 years time, I'm going to meet some of you guys and you would have also been following the blueprint, and the conversations that we are going to be having are going to be completely different. They're going to be so in depth about AI. It's going to be amazing. Let's see, guys, if you can create your own systems to learn about AI whilst building your business. I'm interested in the comments down below. If you have a system for this, or if you're doing this, I'm interested what you're doing, because I want to know. If this is what you're interested in, if you're interested in dominating the space and you actually want some resources to start learning AI at a source level, in my free community, I'm going to make a post where I'm putting a bunch of resources that can help you learn AI for free. Some of them will be free, some of them will be paid. It's really up to you. I'll let you know the ones that I'm currently using as well. And that will all be in my community, my free AI community. Top link in the description. If you're serious about it, I'll see you inside, because I want to meet you guys.